how efficient can fuel cell technology be in the shipping industry? We're constantly hearing about synthetic fuels and LNG and how they're the way forward in shipping. So why hydrogen?
That is a very important question, actually. It touches a point that drives many industry. It's not limited to marine, actually. However, hydrogen is an energy carrier, and it enables to interconnect very different markets like energy, heating, mobility, and so forth. And to judge on hydrogen by just looking into one single application at one single point in time can very easily be strongly misleading. Overall, hydrogen and fuel cells are the most promising key technology along with batteries to enable the low or zero emission economies, which we as mankind must manage. We all get into big trouble if we don't get our impact on climate change to the level that the system Earth can sustainably support. I try to stay relatively simple now with my answer, but I want to mention at that point that the answer to the question actually is a multidimensional one and much more complex than it appears at the first glance. However, as you surely know, the overwhelming majority of studies predict that hydrogen is going to become the cheapest chemical source of energy that supports long-time storage. Depending on the framing condition in the different industries, sustainable business models are getting available or they become in reach now. Some, however, are more on the long-term side of it. Concerning the marine application, we see hydrogen usage will likely be focused on vessels that require a relatively low level of energy storage on board, like inland water vessels, for example. The driver is, as mentioned before, the prediction that hydrogen is going to become the cheapest fuel, and this combined with the PEM fuel cells as the most efficient propulsion for the vessel. And taking the framing conditions of marine application into account, I'm sure we'll touch on that during the talk anyhow. Time is a challenge for hydrogen-propelled vessels. Therefore, methanol and LNG, which were also in the questions, are good transition technologies to bridge that time. We, however, believe that the technology with the lowest TCO will make the race on the long run, if the technology capabilities match the application needs for sure. And as stated before, hydrogen is going to become the cheapest chemical source of energy. And in contrast to that, all the synthetic carbon-based fuels will face a huge challenge in terms of efficiency and total cost of ownership. And to a good extent, due to their dependency on the more expensive carbon capture technology to get the sustainable carbon for the synthesization. With that, finally, it leads me also to ammonia. That is also where you don't need carbon for the synthesization. And here we share the view with many others that it is most promising future fuel for vessels that require a high amount of energy storage on board, such as deep sea vessels. And ammonia enables to store multiple times more energy within the same volume compared to hydrogen. If my memory is correct, it's about a factor of 2 compared to liquid hydrogen and a factor of 8 compared to 350 bar compressed hydrogen. In case of ammonia becomes the future fuel for deep sea vessels, the PEM fuel technology, however, will run in quite a challenge due to its high hydrogen quality requirements and the resulting conversion and cleaning effort from ammonia to hydrogen. This unfortunately leads to relatively low overall efficiencies, and at that point, engines and solid oxide fuel cells, for example, will have an advantage if fueled with ammonia. The bottom line here is that as always in my life, there is no easy answer to complex challenges. ABL, however, can help you to track down the most promising trade-off for your specific marine application.